Assalamu alaikum listeners. I'm Saad. You are listening to Pitch Talk on Inspire FM. In the show we'll be talking about the latest news regarding cricket and the latest topics. I'll give you a brief overview of the topics. So the first topic which I will be discussing is the Bangladesh Cricket Board is not sure about whether they will be touring Pakistan this month for their T20 series. And then the second topic which I will be discussing is that Gautam Gambhir, the former Indian cricketer, his statement about whether Pakistan and India should play with each other, and then we'll get a bit about that, and then we'll get into another big news that Pakistan's former captain Babar Azam, he's out of the Pakistan Super League as he's got injured, so we'll get a bit into that as well, the developments about that as well. So then the next news which I will be discussing is that former Indian captain Rohit Sharma has announced his retirement from Test cricket. So we'll discuss a bit about his career as well. So these are the latest news which I'll be discussing. So the first topic which I will delve into is that the Bangladesh Cricket Board is not sure, and they are very uncertain of whether they will be touring Pakistan this month. They are yet to make a final decision of whether they will be travelling to the country this month and for the 5-match T20 series, which is set to begin on the 25th of May. And as it continues, and they are looking to monitor and look at the situation of the country, whether it's safe in terms of security. And according to the reports, the Bangladesh Cricket Board are coordinating actively with the Pakistan Cricket Board, and as well as the Bangladesh High Commission in Islamabad are ensuring that the safety of the players who are playing in the Pakistan Super League, he's ensuring that the safety is there. So then when they look to tour this month, then all security and all everything is put in place rightly ahead of the series. So the two Bangladesh cricketers, leg spinner Rishad Hussain and fast bowler Nahid Rana, are playing in the tournament in Pakistan. So the Bangladesh Cricket Board is in active coordination with the Pakistan Cricket Board, and they are looking for all the requirements and all the measures to ensure that the players are guaranteed the top level and the highest level of security. As the board has stated, the Bangladesh Cricket Board's president Farooq Ahmed is speaking to a local sports outlet. As he said, the board is taking a wait-and-see approach and will decide and make their decision in the next few days. So this is the first news, and my point of view about it is that I think Bangladesh really do need to tour Pakistan, because it would be good preparation for them ahead of the upcoming World T20, which will take place in Sri Lanka. So I really feel that if Bangladesh Cricket Board tour Pakistan, it will help them in terms of their preparation and their performances ahead of the T20 World Cup. And so the next news which I will be talking about is India's cricket head coach Gautam Gambhir. He gave a statement as he complained about the issues of whether Pakistan should play India in terms of bilateral series, and he spoke about the fact that they should not even play at neutral venues. And the former Indian opener made these remarks on Tuesday while speaking to the media, and he said that India should not play Pakistan because of the tensions between the two countries, and he believed that if they were to play, then it would cause more issues between the two countries. But the final decision, he believes that the final decision is between the two cricket boards and the Indian government and the Pakistan government. But his personal opinion is that both teams should not play with each other, as there's no connection and there's no good spirit between the two countries and the two cricket teams. So my personal opinion is that I think cricket should be played on neutral venues, as we've seen in the ICC events. If the two countries play, I think it's a benefit for cricket in general. If we talk about economic benefits, and there's a lot of money and a lot of eyeballs when it comes to Pakistan versus India, and I think it attracts the whole world, and it's good for broadcasting rights as well. So I think it would be good if the two countries were to play each other in the future as well. Maybe not in Pakistan or maybe not in India, but I think in neutral venues, I think it would be a good decision, and I think they should both play with each other, and it would be good for the game in general, and it would be good for international cricket. So the next news which I will be discussing is Pakistan's former captain and Peshawar Zanmi skipper Babar Azam. He's out of the PSL. He's likely to miss the remainder of the PSL matches due to his injury that he's suffered during net session. He fractured his finger. So sources on Saturday said that Babar Azam's participation in today's match against Karachi Kings is doubtful, and his injury occurred during a practice session, as I mentioned yesterday, when a ball struck his finger, and he was taken to hospital immediately, where he underwent a scan, and that it confirmed that the fracture was severe, and that Peshawar and me are expected to issue an official update of this condition shortly, and the team is set to take the field today. And also, speaking about the match between Peshawar Zanmi and Karachi Kings, the Pakistan Cricket Board and the PSL management are looking to shift this match to Karachi from Rawalpindi. The reason is because the Rawalpindi stadium has actually been attacked and the windows have been shattered. So they're looking to move this match to Karachi, or possibly even postpone the PSL. So I personally believe that this could, in terms of, it would probably not benefit the Pakistan Cricket Board and the players, because this format is in a T20 format, and as I mentioned earlier, the T20 World Cup will be played next year in Sri Lanka. So I think Pakistan cricket team and all the other international foreign players will need the best preparations ahead of the T20 World Cup. So if this league gets cancelled, then I think it will bring a negative impact towards Pakistan cricket and the image of Pakistan cricket and international cricket in general. And I think it would not be a good move in terms of the preparation and the performances for international players, because this league is seen as one of the best leagues in the world in terms of competition, in terms of bowling as well. I think it's got one of the best bowling attacks in the world. So if the Pakistan Super League does get cancelled, it will affect international players, and it will affect Pakistan cricket players. So I think personally, to be honest, in my opinion, it should not be cancelled. And if it's to be played in a neutral venue, even in a different country, I think that would be a good step towards ensuring that cricket is played, and ensuring that the preparations and the developments ahead of the T20 World Cup are set in place, and all players get equal game time and match opportunities. So after that, I will be discussing Rohit Sharma's retirement. So the Indian captain, Rohit Sharma, he's retired from Test cricket, and he will continue to play one-day internationals. This comes after the reports in the Indian media on Wednesday that the 38-year-old would not be taking part in the Test series against England this summer. And he said on Instagram that it's been an absolute honour to represent my country in whites. And he said, thank you for all your support over the years. And Rohit Sharma will continue to play ODIs, and he will remain a captain in that format, having won the Champions Trophy for India recently in the 2025 Champions Trophy. He won India that tournament as a captain. He retired from T20 internationals after winning the 2020 World Cup last year. So Rohit Sharma has played 67 Test matches, and he's been India's captain ever since he replaced Virat Kohli in 2022. He won half of his 24 Tests as skipper, giving him the best win percentage as the Indian captain behind Virat Kohli. And he also reached the final of the World Test Championship in 2023, where India lost to Australia. But last year, Rohit Sharma saw the Test series defeat against New Zealand at home, where they lost 3-0. And then India's first Test series defeat at home after 12 years. And then there was a 3-1 loss recently, a few months ago, in the Border Gavaskar Trophy against Australia in Australia. So Rohit Sharma was dropped from the last Test match, and then after he was dropped because of his poor form, this led to a big debate of whether he will retire from the format. But finally, he has made the decision, and the elegant right-hander has retired, making 4,300 Test runs at an average of 40 with 12 hundreds. his top score was at 212 against South Africa in Ranchi in 2019, and he scored this off just 255 balls. So he also made 150 in 15 innings since his last Test 100, which was 103 against England in Dharamsala in March 2024. So this poor form has led to him making this decision, and to believe that his age is not on his side, as he's 38 years old, and we all know how much talent and potential India cricket has. They got so many list of players, young players who are very hungry to perform at the highest level, and this has led to Rohit Sharma also retiring. So the highly anticipated 5-match Test series against England will begin in Leeds on the 20th of June, and this will start the new cycle of the World Test Championship for both sides. And pace bowler Jasprit Bumrah will be the deputy for Rohit Sharma. He was the deputy for Rohit Sharma when he missed the first Test in Australia because of injury, and then he also was sat out in the final Test match. So then this led to Jasprit Bumrah captaining the team. And then Roger Binney, the former Indian all-rounder and current chair of the Board of Control of India, said that Rohit Sharma's impact in international cricket it transcends to records and statistics, as he brought a sense of calmness and composure and assurance to the team, both as a player and a captain, and his ability to stay composed under pressure and to ensure that his team performed consistently for a long period of time and they dominated in all formats was clearly there, and which is why Rohit Sharma was seen as a superb leader and a captain who led the way for India in terms of batting, bowling and fielding, and he ensured that India played a high standard of international cricket, which is why India have excelled over the last few years in international cricket, as they won the 2025 Champions Trophy and they also won the 2024 World T20. So I feel that Rohit Sharma has brought a significant mark in international cricket, and his ability to always read the game situation as a captain, perform consistently and bring that impact with his aggressive style of play as an opener. I feel that this is one of the reasons why India has done very well in international cricket, and Indian cricket has been very fortunate to have people like Rohit Sharma, someone who has high standards of professionalism and sportsmanship. And then the next news is about the PSL, and we'll be discussing the match which could possibly take place today, or it might not take place. The PSL could get postponed, but we'll be speaking about the match between Peshawar Zalmi and Karachi Kings. But before that, we'll be discussing the match which took place yesterday. It was a thrilling encounter between Quetta Gladiators and Islamabad United, and then Islamabad United won the toss and they chose to chase, and Quetta Gladiators were put into bat first on a pitch in Rawalpindi which was described as a complete batting track. Quetta Gladiators batted first and they scored 263 runs after 20 overs, with Riley Russo scoring 104 of just 46 balls. And Hassan Nawaz, the young sensation, scored 100 runs of 45 balls. I mean, his terrific knock is what led to Quetta Gladiators finishing well, getting to a magnificent total of 263 after just 20 overs. And with that, in reply, Islamabad United batting second, they started terribly in the power play, losing 3 or 4 wickets, and with that, Mohammad Amir took 3 wickets, giving just 6 runs, and Imad Wasim scored 56 runs of 41 balls, but it was not enough as Islamabad United crumbled and scored 154 runs all out with 3 balls to spare. And with that, Quetta Gladiators won by 109 runs. And talking about Riley Russo and Hassan Nawaz, they both hit, superb centuries. and this is what led to Kuwaiti Gladiators dominating Islamabad United when it comes to fearless approach, when it comes to playing aggressively and leading from the front. That is what Kuwaiti Gladiators did in yesterday's match, and that is what was missing from Islamabad United's top order and the mid order in general. So I feel that Kuwaiti Gladiators, where we saw 104 runs from 46 balls from Riley Russo, bang in the mid order. I mean, he led the way, and he totally destroyed Islamabad United's bowlers, whether it be the spinners or the fast bowlers. Naseem Shah, whether it be someone like Imad Wasim, who is seen as a terrific bowler in the power play. I mean, Riley Russo did not even leave him, and he smacked him for runs as well. So Islamabad United, they clapped to 68 for 8. And this was where they were bowled out for 154. And in the end, we saw a bit of a fight back from Imad Wasim. As I mentioned, he scored a 50, but it was not enough. And Muhammad Amir finished with 3 wickets and giving just 6 runs from his 2 overs. And then the left-hander Riley Russo came in with Quetta at 24 for 1 in the 3rd over, and he hit 14 fours and 6 long sixes, reaching his century in just 44 deliveries. And after Sochikeen was out for 23 runs, Russo and the 22-year-old right-hander, the Pakistani young sensation Hassan Nawaz, they put on a terrific, amazing partnership of 134 of just 61 balls. And Riley Russo was caught at long on in the 16th over, and it looked like Islamabad United could get back in the game, and they could get back into ensuring that this score does not get to 240 plus. But then Hassan Nawaz finished exceptionally well in the last over against Mohammad Shahzad, the young Pakistani all-rounder, where he hit him for a few sixes as well. And this is and with that, and Hassan Nawaz continued to dominate, and his partnership of 69 runs of 26 balls with New Zealand's Mark Chapman hitting 9 sixes in his superb knock is what led to Kuwaiti Gladiators finishing very well with a score of 263, as I mentioned. And Quetta have already secured a place in the PSL playoffs, but are now guaranteed to finish in the top 2, and they will not have to play the eliminator, so that's good for them. Islamabad United have 1 more match to go, and they will have to beat Karachi Kings in their final match on Saturday the 10th of May to ensure that they play the playoff. So if we were to look at the highest PSL totals ever, then Kuwaiti Gladiators have created history, scoring the highest ever total in PSL ever with 263, and then the second highest is 262, which was a match between Multan Sultans and Kuwaiti Gladiators at the same cricket stadium, Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. This was on the 11th of March 2023. And then if I was to look at the third highest total, it's 253, again scored by Kuwaiti Gladiators and versus Multan Sultans. This was in Rawalpindi in March 2023. And then even back in 2021, Islamabad United scored 247 versus Peshawar Zalmi, but this was played in the Abu Dhabi Cricket Stadium. And then in the Lahore Cricket Stadium is where Multan Sultan scored 245 at the Lahore Cricket Stadium on the in 2022 on the 18th of February. So then, if you are to look at other examples of players who have scored 2 centuries in the same matches in a T20 match, it goes back to Kevin O'Brien and Hamish Marshall. This was a match back in 2011. This was a county cricket match between Gloucestershire and Middlesex on the 26th of June, where Kevin O'Brien scored 119 runs and Hamish Marshall scored 102 runs. And then another example where we saw in the IPL, this was in 2016, this was 2 legendary cricket players, 2 amazing batsmen in the history of cricket, Virat Kohli and A.B. de Villiers. As Virat Kohli scored 109 runs, and then A.B. de Villiers scored 129 runs. And with that, this got Royal Challengers Bangalore to a high total, and this match was on the 14th of May, way back in 2016. So another example was in 2019, where Alex Hale scored 100, and Riley Russo again dominating with 100 in the Bangladesh Premier League. So this was in 2019. So there are other examples as well, where we've seen Johnny Bairstow and David Warner in the IPL in a big match between two rivals, Sunrisers Hyderabad and Royal Challengers Bangalore. And Johnny Bairstow scored 114 and David Warner scored 100. So there's been many examples of players scoring hundreds in both matches for both sides. So this shows the impact and the dominance of modern day cricket, and how cricket has evolved over a long period of time, and how it has changed consistently and rapidly because of the way cricket bats have changed. We see cricket bats are more bigger nowadays, and we see that the pitches and the boundaries are more shorter. So I think this helps the batsmen, and this can be a nightmare for the bowlers, to be honest, and this can be more of a tough competition between the batsmen and the bowlers. So back in the day, we used to see that the Yorkers used to be more of a effective strategy for the fast bowlers. But nowadays, we see that we got shots like the ramp shot. We got shots like the you got the reverse scoop and the scoops. So these have been shots that dominated in cricket over the last 10 to 15 years. So this has been the major reason why we've seen big scores, where we've seen lots of sixes and fours. But I think in terms of eyeballs, in terms of attraction, it's a treat for the fans. As if there's high scores, and if there's more hundreds and more boundaries and sixes, this will attract fans, and fans would want to come to the stadium more and want to watch games more, and this will be a positive effect on cricket in general. So the next news that I was going to discuss about is that the Pakistan Cricket Board has announced the prize money for the upcoming 10th edition of the Pakistan Super League, as this is set to begin on the 11th of April. And the winner of this year's PSL will take a prize of $500,000 and this would be along with the trophy, and the runner-up of the tournament will take $200,000, and this is what the PCB has said in their statement. And with that, the tournament will have the tournament is nearly finishing, and with that we'll go into the playoffs. And Kuwaiti Gladiators, as I mentioned earlier, they are leading at the front with their matches. They have won 6 matches, and they as I mentioned earlier, they had a dominant performance yesterday. They beat Islamabad United convincingly by more than 100 runs. So Islamabad United, I think, are on second on the table. So we could see potentially that Islamabad United and Kuwaiti Gladiators could clash again in the playoffs. But that's something to see between the two sides, and we'll see that how that goes as well. Peshawar Zalmi will need to win their last 2 matches as well if they want to qualify, if they want to get to the playoffs. And then also Lahore Qalandars are a bit in a mess as well, because they will have to win their last match, and they will have to ensure that they qualify and they get themselves to the top position. So plenty to play for still in the PSL. And one thing which I have noticed in this PSL as compared to previous editions is that we have not seen that many close matches. I mean, there's been one-sided matches, and I think that's not good in terms of attracting fans, and in terms of ensuring dominance in cricket in general. So if we want to see more fans watching in the stadium and on TV, I think close matches is what we want to see. So there's still more matches to play. So if we can see close matches between two teams, I mean, that would be great for fans, and that would be great for cricket lovers all over the world. So with that, also discussing the fact that there's more matches to come. The next match which will be played today is between Peshawar Zalmi and Karachi Kings. and this is a must-win game for both teams actually, as both teams will be looking to win this match. And as I mentioned earlier, Babar Azam not being in Peshawar Zalmi's team is a big blow for them, as he is seen as one of the best players in international cricket, in T20 cricket, and definitely one of the best players in Pakistan. So him not being there will affect the Peshawar Zalmi team, but they also have players like Samiu, Muhammad Haris. I think the toss will be crucial. Whoever wins the toss will look to probably bat first and get a good total on the board, and then defend with their bowlers in the end, whether it be the spinners or the fast bowlers. And I think variation is key in the mid overs and in the start of the overs, and as well as the end of the overs as well. So this wraps up today's show. I hope I gave a lot of knowledge and insight about cricket and the latest news and developments of cricket. And if you do have any questions, feel free to phone Inspire FM. So this was today's show, and I will see you in next week's show. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.